Hello everyone, welcome to this Yoruba class, and today we will be talking about the Yoruba culture and the myths. Here I'm going to be saying the English, I'll be explaining all the Yoruba explanations in English, and yes, but my teacher Mr. Dayo will be saying all the meanings and explaining in Yoruba.
Ẹ káàsán o, ẹ kú dédé ìwòyí o níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe gbọ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi tó sọ lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. A máa ṣàlàyé díẹ̀ fún wa lára àwọn ìtàn díẹ̀ tá a gbọ́ nípa orírun àwọn Yorùbá àtàwọn ìsọfúnni ní ṣókí lórí àwọn ìtàn wọ̀nyẹn. Ẹ tẹ́tí léko bí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi Andrea ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣàlàyé àwọn kókó wọ̀nyẹn.
Now, quick facts. The Yoruba people are an ethnic group with over 40 million people. And we're going to get to the parts where the Yoruba are spread all over around the whole of Nigeria. All Yoruba people believe that they were originated from Ile-Ife, and their grand patriarch is Oduduwa. In inhabiting the southwestern and north-central region of Nigeria, as well as the southern and central Benin. Yorubas are the largest ethnic group in West Africa, primarily living in Nigeria. The language has many delicates, but most speakers can understand one another. I've heard lots of people complaining that it's easy to speak Yoruba more than writing, and some people it's easy for them to write than to speak. So you guys can find your own way, can even speak, can even write it. They are most urbanized people in West Africa. Yoruba are good sculptors, farmers, craftsmen, hunters, and warriors.
Ó ṣé o, ó ti sọ púpọ̀ fún wa lára àwọn ohun ṣókí tá a lè mọ̀ nípa èdè Yorùbá, ṣùgbọ́n màá wulẹ̀ fọ́ sí wẹ́wẹ́ díẹ̀ nínú àwọn nǹkan tó sọ. Ohun àkọ́kọ́ tó yẹ ká mọ̀ ni pé àwọn èèyàn tó ń sọ èdè Yorùbá tàbí tó ń ṣẹ̀ wá láti orírun Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n ti tó nǹkan bíi 40 mílíọ̀nù ènìyàn ní gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn, gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ èdè Yorùbá ni wọ́n gbà wípé àwọn ṣẹ̀ wá láti Ilé-Ifẹ̀ àti wípé Odùduwà ni bàbá ńlá bàbá wọn. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn, a tún ní ìsọfúnni ṣókí nípa àwọn ìran Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń gbé agbègbè ìwọ̀ oòrùn àríwá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Bákan náà ni wọ́n wà ní àárín gbùngbùn gúúsù ilẹ̀ Benin Republic.
Now, other ethnic groups that are culturally related to Yoruba.
Kó tó di pé a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ẹ̀yà míì tí wọ́n súnmọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ibi tá ti lè rí àwọn ẹ̀yà Yorùbá. A lè rí wọn ní ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Bákan náà ni wọ́n wà ní àárín gbùngbùn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní àríwá. Bákan náà la tún lè rí wọn ní gúúsù ilẹ̀ Benin Republic ní agbègbè ibi tá a mọ̀ sí Cotonou àti Àjàṣẹ́ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Benin Republic. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn, ẹ̀yà Yorùbá jẹ́ ẹ̀yà kan tó fẹ̀ gan. Tí mo bá ṣèrántí, àwọn kan máa ń sọ pé ẹ̀yà Yorùbá ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ló tóbi jù nígbà tí a bá pín Haúsá àti Fúlàní sí ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá dá Fúlàní àti Haúsá pọ̀, Yorùbá ni á jẹ́ ẹ̀yà kejì tó tóbi jù ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti ní àpapọ̀ ìwọ̀ oòrùn Áfíríkà. Ṣùgbọ́n tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ lára wọn pọ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó ń sọ èdè Yorùbá. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn, a ní onírúurú ẹ̀ka èdè Yorùbá èyí táwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní dialects. Ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀, púpọ̀ lára àwọn tó ń sọ onírúurú ẹ̀ka èdè yìí ni wọ́n lè gbọ́ ẹ̀ka èdè kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n bá ń sọ. Wọ́n lè má lè sọ padà, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n máa gbọ́. Kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn tó gbọ́ èdè Yorùbá ló lè kọ sílẹ̀. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó lè kọ ló lè kà á. Bákan náà, kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó lè kọ tó lè kà á ni ó lè tètè lóye èdè Yorùbá. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn, a tún mọ̀ pé àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ Yorùbá, àwọn náà jẹ́ ẹ̀yà kan tó lajú jù ní ìwọ̀ oòrùn Áfíríkà. Ìtàn sì fi yé ni wípé lóòótọ́ àwọn náà jẹ́ oníṣòwò tó gbajúgbajà jù. Yàtọ̀ síyẹn ni wọ́n jẹ́ àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́. A rí àwọn Yorùbá tí wọ́n jẹ́ agbẹ́gilére, a rí àwọn àgbẹ̀. Bákan náà làwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́, ọdẹ àtàwọn jagunjagun ní ìran Yorùbá. So èyí ni ìsọfúnni díẹ̀ tá a lè sọ nípa ẹ̀yà Yorùbá.
Now, other ethnic groups that are culturally related to Yoruba, the main one are Aju, Ako, Ibere, Iwe, Fun, Ga, Igala, Itishike. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing them well. Itsikiri, Mahi, Nagos. It's not Lagos. Nago, Nupe, Ogun, Tambu. Then Edoi, Afemia, Bini, Isan, Etsaku, Isoku, Owan, Ohu, Orubu. Now, good people, Bariba, Dagomaba, Gurba, Gurusi, Mosi, Soba, African diaspora, African American, Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Caribbean. And now he's going to say it in Yoruba so you can understand it.
Yeah, ohun tí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi ń gbìyànjú láti sọ ni pé a ní àwọn ẹ̀yà míì tó yẹ pé wọ́n súnmọ́ èdè Yorùbá ní tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣàkíyèsí bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn. So ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn kan tó yẹ pé bóyá ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tàbí ní àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè míì tó wà lágbègbè wa. Ara wọn ni Ajá, Akú, Ebira, Iwe ní orílẹ̀-èdè Congo, Fon, Ga, Igala, Ìṣẹ̀kírì ìyẹn ní Niger Delta orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, Maho, Nagos ní Ghana, àwọn míì máa ń pè wọ́n ní Anago, Nupe, Ogu, Tabom. Bákan náà la ní àwọn ìmíràn tó wà ní agbègbè Benin ní ìpínlẹ̀ Edo. So ní ìpínlẹ̀ Edo, a ní àwọn tó jẹ́ Efamai, Benin, Isan, Etsako, Isoko, Owan, Urobo. Bákan náà la ní àwọn Gor people tó yẹ pé wọ́n wá láti Benin Republic, ìyẹn àwọn bíi Bariba, Dagomba, Gurma, Gurusi, Mosi, Sumba. Bákan náà ni a ní àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó wà láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè káàkiri. A ní àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà. Púpọ̀ lára wọn ló jẹ́ pé orílẹ̀-èdè náà ti ṣẹ̀ wá tán sì jẹ́ dúdú. Èdè Yorùbá ni wọ́n púpọ̀ lára wọn sọ, àwọn bíi African Americans. A ní àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní Brazilian. Bákan náà la ní wọn ní Caribbean tí wọ́n ti pàṣẹ Pan-Atlantic Trade Fair lọ sí àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè wọ̀nyẹn.
Now we go to the Yoruba Creations-Myths. Bí ọmọdé ọba ìtàn.
Ṣé kí n bá ẹ sọ? Bí ọmọdé ò bá tàn, yóò bá àrọ́bá, àrọ́bá sì ni bàbá ìtàn. Ohun tá à ń sọ ni wípé at least if a child does not have an history about anything, he would have some hearsay or some tips that will lead him to make some research about the story, and that helps him or her to be able to dig down and have facts to support whatever tips he may have gotten in the beginning. So that's a proverb in Yoruba. So let's move forward.
So now we go to myth 1. Now, according to Ifa, Olodumare, the supreme god, ordered Obatala Osanla to create the earth. Now, Mr. Dayo, Olodumare, right, is how they call God in Yoruba. Yes. If you go to Oyo, am I right? You will see, I'm not sure, statues. If it's is it Obantala or Oduduwa?
Ọbàtálá òrìṣà ni, àwọn míì máa ń pè ní òrìṣà ńlá. Ọbàtálá is a mini god, so to say. So some worships Ọbàtálá till now. and it's in Ile-Ife, not in Oyo.
Oh,
So
Ile-Ife.
yes, you should get that right. So àwọn ìran Yorùbá, they believe that Olódùmarè, the supreme being, is the one that actually sent Òrìṣà ńlá. Ńlá means big, Òrìṣà means small god, ńlá, big god. So he's the most respected among the smaller gods they have. So, and they believe that that was the one who God sent in the first place to come and create the earth. That's one myth.
Now, Olodumare gave Obatala a chain handful of sand and cockerel. Sir, I remember when I was doing history, they told me that it is red sand with chicken legs. Is that true?
I told you there are a lot of myths, and you really need to get it right. So this one, some people say that Obatala was actually the one that God sent, which align with this first myth, and I would want to explain all of this to you. The other myth tells you that that person that was sent by God was Oduduwa. While some people tells you that it was Obatala that was sent, but he was sluggish along the line, then Oduduwa now overcome and say, okay, let me go and do it. But let me just finish this one with you so that you can be able to have a full understanding of what we're saying. So you see that when God finished sending Obatala, we learned to know that the whole world was primordial ocean. Nowhere to stand on the head, everywhere was
Ocean.
omi ló wà ní gbogbo ibẹ̀. So lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn Olódùmarè wá fún Ọbàtálá ní ẹ̀wọ̀n or chain eléyìí tó máa fi rọ̀ wá sórí ilẹ̀ ayé. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn, ó fún un ní iyẹ̀pẹ̀, handful of sand. Bákan náà ni ó ní ẹyẹlé kan lọ́wọ́. So a máa rí àwọn àwòrán tó ṣàpẹẹrẹ ìgbàgbọ́ àwọn Yorùbá. Àwọn àwòrán wọ̀nyẹn wà ní Ilé-Ifẹ̀ tó ti àwọn ìtàn wọ̀nyí lẹ́yìn. So those pictures actually support this story, and we will see it later
in the
in the
video.
presentation.
Now,
So you see the cockerel, the purpose was that when the Obatala comes, he spread a little handful of the sand, then he put the cockerel to spread it around, then you can hold the chain till is able to spread the sand to a very expanse area. Then he can then leave the chain and put his feet down. That was the purpose. Now the next point there says Obatala
Obatala found palm wine on his way and had too much to drink. That means he became drunk on the way.
So that was now, I told you there is a myth that says that while he is on the way, he got drunk. But those are the materials that was given to him. And don't forget, he has a chain to draw down through. He has a handful of sand, and I told you what they are meant for. Now, when he got drunk, the myth has it that Oduduwa, the younger brother, took the items and climbed down the chain from heaven. Actually, it may sound very funny because if somebody says that the planet Earth is completely in water, so where does he get the palm wine that he drank? So they said while he was on the way, then Oduduwa. So it sounds somehow, but that's what the myth has. So then Oduduwa, his younger brother, took those items, the sand and all of that. How come the sand doesn't even fall down? A handful, no?
Yes.
So when he got drunk, how
maybe
come?
Maybe it entered the water.
Well, perhaps it is in the
Maybe
container.
that's why the earth is.
Maybe it's in the container. Well, that's a myth. So now Oduduwa now took those items and climbed down through that chain.
So he
from
now
heaven,
took it from
from
Obatala, and then who was the person that took it from Obatala?
Oduduwa, the younger
Brother of Obatala.
Now the Oduduwa now threw the sand on those oceans, the primordial ocean, and set cockerel down to scatter the sand, creating solid ground on which Ile-Ife would be built. So wọ́n gbàgbọ́ pé àwọn ẹyẹlé yẹn ló wà tán omi. So bó ṣe ń tẹ yẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn, ilẹ̀ yẹn wá ń fẹ̀, ó wá ń fẹ̀, ó wá ń fẹ̀. Ìdí nìyẹn tó fi ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Ile-Ife. That's why they call the place Ile-Ife. Ife means, Fe actually means to expand. Fe. But that translation is actually meant to support the name of that place based on the myth The other myths will also have their own meaning that goes with the name Ile-Ife. So this myth cites Oduduwa as ancestor of the first divine Yoruba king and Obatala as
As in
creator of first Yoruba people
out
out
of
of
clay.
clay. So they now believe that when Oduduwa finished getting down to the planet Earth, now he has done all those he wanted to do. Now, then the Obatala now woke up from his drunkenness. Now he now come down to mold human.
Okay, out
So
of clay.
out of clay, they believe that so they still have that reference for Oduduwa. Wọ́n gbà pé Oduduwa ló wá ṣe àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyẹn. So then wọ́n gbà pé Ọbàtálá wá fẹ́ Yemọja. Yemọja is a marine goddess.
Okay, we'll continue this video in the next video.